TIC, NRDC, the Government of India. Dr. Vijay Sahu has extraordinarily more than 15 years of experience in IP management, strategic technology, innovation, technology transfer, commercialization, technology scouting, and many more portfolios to count with. He is a pass out of Jawaharlal Nehru University, he did his PhD in IPRs and technology capabilities and transferred biotechnologies industries. He has done his entire studies from the premium schools. Now he has been true instrumental for all of us to bring this Amity Innovation Incubator, and through his guidelines and through his suggestions, we are trying to build up the same portfolio here at Amity Innovation Incubator, which is the regional center of Amity University, Chhattisgarh, and the Amity Innovation Incubator main center at Noida. Thank you, Dr. Sahu, to join us. And I have Dr. Surendra Matkar, who is the Dean Faculty of Engineering and Technology and Director, Amity School of Engineering and Technology. Also, he holds the role of Director IQAC and is head of the PhD cell. Dr. Rematkar, I must say Dr. Rematkar is a true technocrat who is now an admin, but a wonderful technocrat to work with, a lot of patents under his name. He has filed a couple of patents under his name through his PhD scholars. Dr. Rematkar is D.Litt from University of South America. His PhD in computer engineering. And entire thing goes on into IT and IT revolution, which is also always a part of.
Dr. Patnaik, your voice is continuously breaking. Can you stop your video and use your audio to save the bandwidth?
I'll do it, sir. One second.
Please. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, is it okay, sir?
Yes. Now okay.
Yeah. Right. So this is how. So I'm really thankful Dr. Surendra Matkar, Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu to join with us. Another very important functionary, important panelist who was to join, Mr. Shekhawat. He could not join because he has got some meeting with the PMO today. So unfortunately, we could not have his expertise, but he has sent his PPT, which I would definitely love to share it with all the group today. And this on this wonderful occasion, I request Mr. Ravikant to start with. I would like to give you a glimpse of what Amity Innovation Incubator Raipur is trying to talk about and what Amity Innovation Incubator does it. Ravikant sir, can you please share AII's PPT?
Sure, sir. Sure. Just one second.
Yeah.
Sir, is it visible?
Not yet, sir.
Is it visible now?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Hello. Can you come with the first slide, please, Ravikant sir? Yeah, so welcome to Amity Innovation Incubator Raipur, which is a part of Amity Innovation Incubator, which is based at Noida, under the guidance of our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Asim K. Chauhan, and taken care by the CEO of Mr. Ojasvi Babbar, along with Mr. Yamini Bhushan Pandey, who's the Vice President, and Vijay Veer Singh, who's also the Vice President, handling the wonderful affairs of Amity Innovation Incubator. Next slide, please. What Amity Innovation Incubator Raipur does it? Ravi sir, please, next.
Sir, done. Next, done.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Ravi, could you please put this PPT on slide slow?
1 second, sir.
Yes. Is it visible now? Yeah. So what Amity Innovation Incubator Raipur does it, we are driven by a holistic approach and handhold the skill concepts to become a startup. The ways, how do we do it? We are into grooming, mentoring, incubation and networking, and further moving on to the accelerator effect. Grooming, we shortlist the potential ideas and guide the students to pursue a successful trail to develop into a venture. Mentoring, which is a very important part, which is a has sort of hand holding and help their students to execute their ventures. We convert their ideas, the basic ideas, uh, uh, to make it into a a real followed business, and we help startups to reach the maximum audience through our network chains. Next slide, sir. So few of our incubated startups. Next slide, please, Ravi, sir. Can I share the slide? Else, can I share the slide?
Yeah, now it's visible. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Now the incubated startups which we have, UltraCode, which is into a website development and web services, Elite, which is online home tuitions, Chitra Productions, short movies on OTT platforms, Gusto, which is a online juice delivery services, School On, which is online services for schools, colleges, and coaching centers, Madras Cafe restaurant and a cafe, Veme, with this is always on a online portfolio, which is an food aggregator even. Veme, which is salon services, e-salon services, which we have so far. Apart from all those incubated startups, we have few of our students who have diversified from their family businesses into startups, which are not a part of this PPT. So we conducted COVIDathon, which was during the time of pandemic. We tried using our students' uh, traits, and we started developing few of the things, and we floated a hackathon sort of thing for the students, COVIDathon. So three of our students who the scholars or the students who were winners of this. One was Droid, which made which got into fake news detector by our PhD scholar Dharmendra Pathak. Next is a face mask detector by Mr. Jamir Kotwal and Praveen Balbude. Supervelos, which was developed by our students of BTech, drone-based smart delivery of essentials and sample collection. So how AI Raipur is impacting the society? We are basically, the major stress is onto the tribal and the rural area, food processing and electrical vehicle technology. We are trying to focus on the major issues, tribal as a major source, which we have installed, and we have instilled as the center of excellence, trying to project it as a center of excellence for our incubator, Amity Innovation Incubator. Now, a few of our mentors who have been onboarded. I wish even Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu also becomes a part of our mentor list. So our AI, our ecosystem partners are 36 INC, which is a government incubator, Ministry of METI, Niti Aayog, Atal Innovation Mission, ASSOCHAM India, CII, and PhD Chamber of Commerce. Now, activities which we have conducted 7 webinars, 4 hackathons, 1 app challenge, and 2 knowledge series. Few of them are enlisted here. So we did one with TAI Nagpur, the another we did a legal challenges for emerging startups. We did process for machine learning with Mr. Sachin Hegde and Mr. Vikram Maya. We did the COVIDathon. Another thing, we did one COVIDathon that was mass. We did it with Incubate IND, and this was a part of Institute Innovation Council, Ministry of HRD. Dish-a-thon, we did it with the Dish TV Programmers Date with Microsoft, which was supported by Microsoft. Another very important thing we did was App Innovation Challenge, Atmanirbhar App Innovation Challenge, which we contributed nearly 5.6% of the total apps contributed by our Amity universe. We did a webinar on the electric vehicles along with Hero Motors, wherein Mr. Lee Maru was there, and two of it we did it. One with Mr. Naveen Munjal of Hero Electric, and another with Mr. Lee Maru. And we did one more hackathon season with Here Technologies. We did one program that was with Amity School of Engineering. We did it with Here Technologies. So this is all is our Amity Innovation Incubator Raipur team. I head the incubator. Along with us, I have Mr. Ravikant Kambhavrapu, who is also holds the position of manager, and we have a strong social media team, Mr. Sushant Rath and Lavnika Markande, truly supported by Mr. Yamini Bhushan Pandey and Mr. Ojasvi Babar. And future area of Center of Excellence, which I said, one is tribal entrepreneurship, since we hold a maximum percentage of tribal populace here in Chhattisgarh. Food processing, interrelated, and the electric vehicle technology. Probably Central India would become one of the major source for EV technology. So this is tribal entrepreneurship. Last we did it with e-commerce potential in tribal and rural India, global opportunity for new Indian startups. That was Mr. Rajiv Maru, Dr. Varsha Gupta, and Mr. Vivek Gupta were a part of it. And that's how we did it with the Amity Innovation Incubator. Now, closing this, I welcome Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu to kindly guide us further in establishing a center of excellence for Amity Innovation Incubator Raipur. This is a privilege. I welcome Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu to kindly enlighten us with your words, sir. Dr. Sahu, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Patnaik. It is a privilege for me to join in this webinar. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. So can I start my presentation?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Okay. I hope my PPT is visible to all of you.
No, sir. Not visible, sir.
Yes, sir. Now it's.
Is it okay now? Is it visible now?
Yes, sir, the presentation is visible.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Patnaik, to join with this program. And the program is very, very interesting and very well connected to all the citizens of the Mother India. As there are many buzzwords these days come, vocal for local, or if we can remember the word of Mahatma Gandhi, certainly he always talked about innovation and entrepreneurship at rural India. And already my friends talked about myself and my apprise you and inform you what we do, so that seeing is believing, and that will give a opportunity of collaboration and also opportunity of diffusion of knowledge from lab to land or mind to market. Because institution, various universities today, and today at the same time, what are the challenges for the university? Those university who have self-funded, they are going to mitigate the challenge, because students may not be able to pay the fees, and those university running from that self-funded project, it will be difficult to mitigate in this knowledge era. But at the same time, there is a opportunity, and in every challenge there is a opportunity, and necessity is mother of invention. We have an excellent ecosystem policy opportunity and also flagship program of Government of India led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. There is self-reliant India, make in India, startup and stand up India, skill India, digital India, and innovate India. Friends, when we talked about all this mission mode program, how we can be part of this institutional enabling environment, that is very, very important. And we are we are number 3 in the globally in terms of technology and manpower, particularly technical manpower in the knowledge society in global arena. Recently, we have also very well come to the stage of top 50 global innovative country. We are now 48. Last year, we are 52. So there is a opportunity, there is a challenge, and there is a policy changes, and Government of India always talked about reform and perform. That is the sole mission to create an ecosystem of innovation to mitigate that kind of challenge. And today, when we talked about the topic about micro startup and innovation for the rural people, let me also tell you, as far as innovation is concerned, innovation and collaboration has no discrimination. Anybody can innovate. There is no qualification for innovation. Innovation is nothing but creating value to the society. Friends, once Bapuji was told, the future of India lies in its village. And already he has defined the role of entrepreneurship, innovation, and culture of business in our society. And as the topic is quite relevant for our society, for every citizen of the nation, I will start with present situation, what the today's world are facing. There is a change, challenge, and opportunity, and necessity is mother of invention. Every day we have been listening from various media sources that this institution is collaborating with that institution coming out with COVID vaccine. We are anxiously looking for that innovation, how that innovation will come to us, and that will be affordable, accessible, and adaptable to the common people. But let me also tell you, in India, there are around 900 universities, 40,000 colleges, around more than 11,000 engineering colleges, 15 to 20 IIM or IIT. But in the world economy, not a single university is capable of doing that kind of collaboration with the industry, bringing this product to the market. Serum Institute of India collaborated with Oxford University. The third field trial is going on this COVID-19. So as a university, how we are going to create such ecosystem? For that ecosystem, people of the region will get the benefit. And I'll certainly compliment Dr. Patnaik and Dr. Rahmatkar for inviting me. How Amity University can create that kind of ecosystem, connect to the root, because Chhattisgarh is a region where I think in the country, more than 10% of the people are living in the tribal area. And particularly this state has a natural resource. Many biological process, flora and fauna are there. There is an opportunity. And how we can create that opportunity, that mechanism we need to enhance and create and participate, and there should be a benefit sharing from the producer consumer, and that is the role of innovation entrepreneurship for rural startup. Friends, today innovation is market driven, technology driven, invention driven. We have many process and product, particularly in rural tribal area, And you might be knowing many of the product, particularly, let me also tell you some of the product of Bastar region, some of the product of other part of the state. Many of the product in recent time register the geographical indication of goods. Those goods which have the great impact and interest, and also used as is in various as a process and product, has been protected as a geographical indication of goods, that is intellectual property, one form of intellectual property. As you are aware that we are in the WTO economy, we are part of WTO. We have a ecosystem of protection of intellectual property, and also ecosystem of institutional ecosystem, particularly Atal Innovation Mission. AICT has also come out with a institutional innovation council to nurture the innovation in academia, that to leverage and incubate and make the new process and product and launch the product to the market. So without technological intervention, we are not able to make the startup innovative, because there must be a technological intervention, value addition, scale up to bringing the product to the market. That in that market, it must be protected as intellectual property and branding. Today, branding is very, very important as far as the technological innovation and entrepreneurship is concerned. So we must have to think out of box. That is very, very important, because every day, if there is a changing paradigm of innovation ecosystem, we must have to change our mindset fast. We must have to keep our path as per the demand of the time and the place, because we must have to see the global economy where it is moving. Today, our global economy is monopoly. And what is that monopoly? Since we are part of the WTO ecosystem, everyone has the right to protect their idea, protect their process and product, and that monopoly is nothing but intellectual property protection. In recent time, India was number 12 globally in terms of IP protection, and China is number 1, ahead than US, Japan, and Germany. So my point today, I would like to tell you that is that how we can protect our indigenous product, indigenous process, so that we can create the value and people of the region will get benefit. Since the theme of this program is connected to travel, population, and also rural economy, I will confine to that. But certainly I'll talk about as a university, many of my university friends have joined. I'll inform them that they must have to also diversify, change their mindset, and also create the ecosystem of innovation, incubation, and value creation to the society. That is very, very important today in the changing paradigm of innovation ecosystem. Friends, nowadays our research is towards publication, because although the new education policy has a remarkable changes, reform, but the mindset of the university, the way we talked about Stanford University or Oxford University or many of the international university where many company came out, many startups spin out, and now they are ruling the game globally. Why not in our Indian university ecosystem? Because university is a place of knowledge, and there is a knowledge management, knowledge creation, knowledge protection. Because today, if we are not protecting our knowledge, there may be an issue of infringement, copyright piracy, IP violation, and many of the central university vice chancellor and many of the leader in recent time caught in various controversy on intellectual property violation. So we must have to look that aspect and how that intellectual property of the inventor or the owner or the producer, there should be a proper benefit sharing between consumer and producer. And that's the intellectual property I'll talk about, how we can manage and protect the tribals right, farmer right, forest right, and also indigenous right, traditional knowledge. Traditional knowledge, as you know, India is a 12th mega diverse country in the world. Many biological process product, flora and fauna are distributed across the country. That we must have to understand the understanding and benefit sharing from the biological resource, where the biological products comes from. That is very, very important. We must have to understand. I like to tell you the ecosystem of the university must be looks toward the solving a valid problem of the region so that they can be a leader of that region. The way we talked about Stanford University, how Stanford University came out, that the story you might be knowing, the Silicon Valley. Same way we can also create that kind of valley in the country, and there is a policy changes, dynamism, and also opportunity of incubation and business various support system of government of India with various ministries. University Grant Commission always and has been advising to the various university and also to run a intellectual property and innovation curriculum to all the faculties and students of the university, so that they will able to know the role of intellectual property, which can create the value, and also how we can manage our own intellectual property as a university. Whether you know or not, in recent time, the DPIIT of Ministry of Commerce and Industry came out with a report under the annual report of Controller General of Patent, Trademark and Design. There are top 10 universities who are protecting intellectual property. So intellectual property, what are those, that I will also discuss, and how that plays an important role our rural innovation. And we must have to diversify as per the demand of the time, and also academic leaders' role in innovation and value creation in new and varied leadership role. Proactive leaders and institutional restructure reform is very, very important if we need a skill-based education where there is a academia industry collaboration and transfer of knowledge from lab to the land, where people of the country will access to the new process and product, which that product are indigenous product, and that is self-reliant India. I think this is one of the movie already we must have watched, and I particularly like this movie. And this movie always talked about out of box, and also this movie always talked about the issues of intellectual property and the copyright issues between Chetan Bhagat and Bidhu Vinod Chopra, whether you know or not. But categorically, this movie has given a message in that character that two friends came in contact because of that patent. And those Chatur Ramalingam and also Funsu Gwangdu, who had 420 patent, both of them were friends from particular college, but they met because of that patent. That is the value of patent today in the knowledge economy, to reach out to appropriate stakeholder for collaboration and value creation. I'm not going to talk about patent, but I thought I should inform you that the role of university innovation ecosystem to creating a value to the society and also academia industry collaboration. So in this long-term health of economy, long-term health of our institution or university for the country, we need a healthy root system to flourish our economy. And if you want to flourish our economy, we have to standardize our root system. In that root system, the creativity, invention, new software, intellectual property, work process, skill, concept, idea must have to leverage, nurture, manage, protect, and also incubate. This is the Mool Mantra the Prime Minister of India always talked about innovate, patent, and prosper. That is the need of the hour, and that is the need of the hour for all in the university in the country to be out of box. Must not be a traditional having a curriculum to teach the student where student could not get the knowledge about the skill and also the the interest of university and also the role of industry in terms of getting the innovation from that university. That is the need today we need to create and a valuable ecosystem of understanding to promote the micro startup in rural area or tribal populace. That we must have to understand how we can do that. I'll speak about next half an hour. You know, friends, United Nations Sustainable Development Goal has 17 objectives that need to be achieved by 2030. When we talked about travel or the rural, we must not forget the poverty, hunger, health, education, and equality. If we need to achieve, we have to strengthen our knowledge based and collaboration towards rural area. That is very, very important, and you know better than me about without development model of this rural area, how our people are suffering. That is very, very important. If we need a equitable and inclusive growth to the nation, we must have to develop that framework in our society. We have all this flagship program, no need to talk about. We have also the Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme. India, once upon a time, importing PPE kits. Now we are export potential. Directly, I'm coming to my organization, what we do. Let me brief you so that there will be understanding of my role, my credential, and also my impact to create or to make the difference in your ecosystem. Friends, let me talk about what we do actually. The model of NRDC as a premier institution under Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, we connect to various universities, R&D labs, corporate R&D, individual inventor, NGO in sourcing the new technology. And that technology, we do all value addition, like promoting that technology. We go to industry academia meet. We do create a database of technology information. We do techno entrepreneurship program in rural area in the country. We evaluate the pilot plant project. We protect intellectual property. We help in patenting, trademark, design, copyright, all this IP protection we do free of cost. Anyone who is the citizen of this nation. We also commercialize that IP. We help in marketing, seed funding, BDP, prototype development, field testing, market survey, incubation service, and also we give national awards. We organize Innovate India every year. We give National Innovation Award, Budding Innovation Award, and also Societal Innovation Awards. At the same time, another major role is connecting to these labs. We transfer the technology from lab scale technology by doing value addition and transfer that technology to the entrepreneur, startup, MSME, corporate, and overseas companies. That is the technology transfer activity, and also collect the royalty, the benefit sharing from the producer and consumer. That role we play, and that is the role of innovation promotion and intellectual property benefit sharing in knowledge economy and role of NRDC. Friends, let me also talk about this COVID-19. In this COVID period, we have we help around 36 startup and companies who have come out with the solution of COVID-19 testing, treating, and testing technology. We help them in patenting, scale up, techno-commercial support. And many of the product today we commercialize or transfer to various MSME and startup, those who are manufacturing that product to the nation and people of the nation are getting benefit and mitigating such kind of risk. At the same time, we came out the compendium of Indian technology related to tracing, testing, and treating of COVID-19, so that everyone of the nation and also anyone from overseas can also get connected and get the technology to mitigate the challenge of this COVID-19. That is also most important. Or information sharing, information capacity building is very, very important to aware the people, connect people, because collaboration and connection is the two important parameter to mitigate such kind of challenge. From ideas, R&D, technology, transformation, and product, that is our role, connecting lab to the land, the slide which I shown earlier to you, all of you. Friends, today I'll talk about the issues of micro startup in for the tribal population and the benefit. But let me also talk about role of intellectual property. And many people, an unfortunate part in our country is that, let me also tell you in this August forum, China file more than 15 lakhs patent, India file less than 50,000 patent every year. An unfortunate part today is that in our academia, those who are doing research, they never develop any kind of process and product from their research activity. That mindset is lacking. That's why today we are having that kind of difficulty in the global arena on technology protection. And there are a number of cases of biopiracy, number of cases of biopiracy, number of cases of infringement it has been reported. And today intellectual property violation is biggest challenge for a individual, damage for a institution, and also for a country. It is a biggest challenge in mitigating the bilateral relation. Let me also tell you, US government has kept India as a priority watch list, those countries who violate intellectual property. And we are under special 301 provision. And that is the only challenge today as far as the Indo-US S&T cooperation on with US. The challenges we are going to we are mitigating and trying to develop a IP ecosystem in the country, so that people of the nation, people of the country will manage the IP, protect their IP, and commercialize their IP. That is very, very important, because the university is a place of knowledge, and the goddess Saraswati is said to be the goddess of knowledge, and industry is a place of Lakshmi. So if we can create a ecosystem or bridge between academia and industry, we can keep both Lakshmi and Saraswati together in our ecosystem. And today, you know, because of the COVID, many of the institutions are struggling. But many of the institutions at the same time are enjoying with the fruit what they are developing from their incubation center, and making the new process and product to the nation, and the citizen of the country are accessing it, availing it, and adapting it. And that is the knowledge building and nation building as far as the intellectual property protection in academia and commercialization to the industry, and getting the royalty. And from that royalty, we can mitigate such kind of challenge. And you know, many of the process related to COVID-19 today, I'll just share with you some of the slides developed by some of the good scientists, those who have a knowledge of product generation, process generation, and a spin out. And today we are making the difference and mitigating the challenge under Atmanirbhar Bharat. Just as an example, bringing Lakshmi and Saraswati together, this is one of the technology related to process for the production of lutein from marine chlorophycin algae. The scientist who is developed just standing right to me, and the leader, industry leader, who is taken that technology licensing for manufacturing in India is left to me. And this is from one national labs. And today it has been patented because this is the creativity of this scientist. That is her hard work, and that is the original product. So that's why they have protected as a patent, because that is their invention, and they have the fundamental right given by Universal Declaration of Human Rights of 1947. Everyone has the right to protect their intellectual output from their research and development or through literary work, artistic work, painting. So that is the only ownership of this intellectual property of this process, and we transfer to this industry. Now this industry making this product available to the nation, and people are getting benefit in this technology and many more job opportunity they have created, and that is the nation building in terms of academia industry collaboration or technology transfer process from lab to the land or mine to the market. So I'll give you some of the issues today as far as the intellectual property in our academia is concerned. We have been talking about industry 4.0. We have been talking about access to plant genomic resource. Since the topic is related to travel, whole country, India is the 12th mega diverse country in the world. Many biological diversity of many flora and fauna are there. There was a issues of biopiracy. You also knows that how our haldi was patented in US. So thing is that when we talked about access to plant genomic resource, intellectual property management, and the right of the communities, the tribal communities, I will talk about one of the example of one of the tribes in India in the southern part of the country. You might be knowing the Kani tribes, Kani communities of Kerala, who have developed who have a knowledge about one of the medicine called Aragya Pacha from a particular plant varieties, Trichopus gelenicus. So how the institutional ecosystem helped them in the livelihood, since they were known for that knowledge of that plant varieties for the useful of the stamina boosting of that medicine. They have transferred that process of product commercialization to Arya Vaideshala Coimbatore, and the licensing right of the royalty has been made, and also the Kani communities gets the royalty every year from that plant species which were commercialized. And that is the role of intellectual property, benefit sharing, and tribal people opportunity of livelihood generation. And today that is the one of the best model of sustainable biological diversity and right of the tribals. I think there is a paucity of the time. I am not speaking on that particular story, but that is the role and that is the case study of intellectual property, benefit sharing, whoever it has been created. So I'm not going to speak all this issue of IPR challenge, but certainly I'll talk about access to plant genomic resource, since we have been talking about the innovation, incubation for the tribals. So before that, you might be knowing, as I told, as for the Universal Declaration of the Human Right, intellectual property is the right to protect, and who have created, and that is we must have to understand, and we can also protect our intellectual property, what we have been creating in our day-to-day life in terms of research and development, literary work, artistic work, painting, computer program, design, geographical indication of goods like Bastar handicraft, Bastar, some of the products from Bastar district, Alfonso mango, Kullu sal, Bikaner bhujia, Agra ka petha, Sambalpuri sadi, Bikaner bhujia. So these are the products also where community have the right, and also people have the right, and those people who are connected with that process and product development. Like Araku coffee, whether you know or not, there is Araku coffee connected to both the Chhattisgarh, Andhra Pradesh, and Odisha region. Araku coffee, many tribals are getting the benefit of that Araku coffee once it has been registered as a geographical indication of goods, and that's the community right we have been talking about, to right of the communities who are part of that in that manufacturing or creating process. So intellectual property is nothing but creation of the mind, such as invention, literary work, artistic work, design, symbol, which are used in the commerce. There are various type of intellectual property rights: patent, copyright, trademark, design, the integrated circuit layout design, geographical indication of goods, protection of plant varieties and farmer right, These are the IP right we have having, since we are part of the WTO, and everyone has the right to protect all this intellectual property as an individual right and also as a community right for the geographical indication of goods. So why we should file for a patent? Once filing patent is nothing but the understanding and knowledge about the inventor and institution where the research or the development has done, and who is the inventor, and also originality of the product, so that anyone can give the incentive to develop a commercial product, and also that can be licensed to an existing company and also start up a new company. And most important factor is protection against imitators. That is the one of the biggest challenge in India about the piracy or infringement of intellectual property today. What can be patented? Any process, apparatus, devices, machines, chemicals, drug, food and their composition, biological process with human intervention, biological products, all can be patentable. So friends, there is also another intellectual property, as I told, trademarks, the logo, the brand, the way we recognize the product, any tribal product which are in the market. Unfortunate part is that there is no branding for that, so there is no demand, or that they are not able to visible in the market. So trademark is nothing but the brand or the enterprise mark to make the product available, to distinguish the product available in the market. Like, this is a water bottle. Let me also tell you one small with an example. This is a water bottle, and if you'll come to my office and I will offer this water bottle, you are not going to drink. I'm sure you are not going to drink, but if I'll offer this water bottle, you are going to drink. So point is that the issues of the brand and trademark which appeal to our eye and we trust the product and use it. That is the trademark, role of trademark in the competitive knowledge economy today. There is another intellectual property right. Every farmer has, every community has the right to protect their plant varieties, farmer right. They can also register their right, and that is very, very important to confer the right of breeders, researcher and farmer over their new plant varieties and plant varieties what they have been growing in our in their field, in their profession. Friends, another as I told you, the one of the IP geographical indication of goods. You know, I am basically from some Western Odisha, and there is a case study of duplicate sari which were sell in the market in the form of Sambalpuri Bandha sari. So point is that you just think how the common people are depending livelihood in creating such kind of sari, but unfortunately there is a piracy in the market and people are selling the pirated variety. That is one of the challenge today as far as the intellectual property is concerned in the country. So some of the GI product like Bastar Dokra art, Bastar Dokra, that many product of Bastar region, particularly in Chhattisgarh. If you get down at Raipur airport, you will get all the product. But whether that product is branded, that we must have to create a sustainable opportunity for the tribal art, so that those who are the producer will also get the benefit for their jewelry, textile, handloom, handicraft from the region. That we must have to understand and create such kind of ecosystem as a university, since we have developed with a ecosystem of incubation towards promoting micro startup for the tribals. Let me tell you also, we collaborate with TriFed, and we are supposed to get one expert from TriFed, Mr. Sekhabat. He could not join, but let me also tell you, we have signed a MOU with TriFed, and also in recent time, what we did, how we have created a ecosystem of this opportunity of micro startup. You can see from this slide, NRDC has signed a technology licensing agreement with one of the Adivasi Bahudayasya Sahakari Samiti Maryadit at Raipur, Chhattisgarh, for manufacturing Mahua Nutra beverage a value-added product from Mahua flour, which was funded by Trifed. And Mahua, and a pomegranate Nutra beverage technology is very much useful in the travel belt of the country. And its USP is Mahua Nutra has retain part of the natural nutritional antioxidant and medicinal properties of Mahua flour and fruit juice. So low alcoholic content in the product work as a good appetizer and good health tonic. And this is the first technology we transfer in collaboration with Trifed to this company, this organization, and many people are working, and travel are also getting benefit. People are also getting benefit, and there is a benefit sharing model in a process legal agreement, so that should be a royalty sharing of the product to the producer, and also the consumer. We people are getting benefit, and this is a role of innovation entrepreneurship, particularly in rural and tribal area, how tribal are getting benefit, and in little value addition we can make the difference. So as you know, there is a paradigm shift through innovation. Without innovation we are not going to create any value. We need innovation, we need academia industry collaboration, more industry collaboration, more opportunity of opportunity of knowledge, skill, and also the technologies spin out and diffusion to the industry, that we are also part of that, creating such kind of ecosystem in the country. We also this is, I will tell you, one of the technology related to recycling of plastic waste to tile. This is the tile, how we have developed the tile from through research and development, and we have transferred this technology in 14 different states. And those startups who have taken this technology, making the value addition to the society, and also they are the great leader who are fighting for this environmental pollution of this polythene or this plastic waste. On in recent time, I think into 3 year back, I visited 4 year back, I visited Amity University, Chhattisgarh, from Raipur airport, as Professor Selva Murthy asked me and invited me there. I think it was a long journey for 1.5 hours. On the road, many plastic waste were there. So any startup can come and take this technology and make this product available, and ultimately the government institution like municipality will purchase your plastic recycling plastic tile, and that is useful for floor making or park making. Today many of the cases, leader who have done this, taken this technology, making the difference in the society as a startup, and they are the leader today as far as the entrepreneurship, innovation, and startup are concerned. This is one of the technology we transfer for you might be knowing in detection kits, and today this company already came out the antigen testing for COVID-19. And see, by that technology, this company has created the value, not only created the value, created the opportunity of learning, opportunity of manpower to who can deliver the product. And today we are able to test our corona in half an hour. So that is the role of innovation and entrepreneurship, and people are getting benefit out of it. So innovation must be affordable, adaptable, and available. And in this movie, whether you have seen or not, they have also used the recycling of plastic waste for that can be used for the propelling of the rocket launching. And this movie also categorically talked about innovation and entrepreneurship, and the role of women in entrepreneurship and making the difference in the country. So this is the beautiful message we have received from various movies like Three Idiot or Mission Mangal. So that is the beauty. We must have to understand and change our mindset and create such kind of ecosystem in the country. In recent time, we transfer as many as to 5 MSME on PPE, new PPE kits. That PPE kits is very, very wearable, and there is no issues of breathable problem for doctor, health worker, or ASA worker, and they have manufactured and product is in the market, and that is a patented technology developed by one of the DRDO labs. This is the technology I already talked about. And these are the small technology like fermented, dehydrated, ready to mix dosa and idli. Any woman entrepreneur can take this technology and also do the business and create the value in the society. Now I'll talk about the rural women, how women can get benefit as a leader. They can know the learning process of entrepreneurship, techno entrepreneurship, I will say. And we have transfer sanitary napkin technology, and it has become a Nari Shakti technology, and many people are, many women are getting benefit as a product and as a user. And also at the same time, we were able to develop a beneficiary in this entrepreneurship development program. Many widow, diverse, deprived women got the benefit. Unprivileged lady, rural dropped out. Many people got the benefit, and that kind of ecosystem we created by giving a new technology. That technology has a certainly value for the society, and people also access that technology. And today we badly need the affordable sanitary napkin to our uh, um, mother, sister who are in the tribal dominant area. And this is one of the best opportunity that Amity University explored the opportunity in that region, particularly in Chhattisgarh, as they are best out in that region. So this is the process, how it has been developed, how women can get a job. I think 100 women are working. There is a livelihood security. There is a affordable of this product, and people are getting benefit. And this is nothing but the entrepreneurship or the micro. I will not say micro startup. This is a startup where you can create the value of livelihood to the many women in the country. These are some of the technology in recent time we transfer. Another I'll talk about in recent time we develop a entrepreneurship, techno entrepreneurship development program. We in the Baleswar district of Bahanaga, one of the places I personally visited. The upgradation of traditional skill in palm, bamboo, and cane production, how we connect them through technological intervention, they can develop more in little time and also get the profitable. And these women get benefit. And today, I think 70, 80 women are self-sustainable and mitigating the challenge and earning something. And that is our role in creating the value to the women or the people, those who are in rural area. This is one of the program we did for skill development on bamboo and cane product for the tribal community of Nagaland. And we help them in technological intervention and how they can develop the product, and also that product may be affordable, accessible, and also comfortable for the people with all kind of design. That part we did in Nagaland. Another program we did for utilization of paper waste for rural entrepreneurship development. We did for one of the village, Bhutam village at Purulia district. So how women or how tribal women will get the benefit through sustainable technology intervention process and livelihood, and also ecosystem where they can share and get the benefit and connect. That is very, very important to understand. And that is our role in creating, not only in the tribal belt or the rural area, we also transfer the technology to various African countries so that our Indian technology can be transferred and people of the region will get benefit as far as the Indian technology are concerned. This is the technology demonstration center we developed at Ivory Coast. As many as 100 Indian small machines we set up there, and people of that region, African countries, got the benefit. We help many countries in cultivating, tomato production, to particularly Ghana. We help them our Indian technology varieties on tomato production. I am best out at Visakhapatnam. We do a lot of technology intervention program, capacity building program on entrepreneurship, IPR, technology transfer, all the topic which relate to idea to product. We are making the difference and also doing our best and connecting each institution, university, NGO, individual, startup who can get the benefit. And as many as 30, 40 startup got benefit from us, and they have got many seed funding and making the difference to the nation. This is one of the startup company who have delivered a testing kits for COVID-19. So friends, the problem is never how to get a new innovative thought into our mind, but how to get the old one out. That is very, very important. And we must have to fulfill the dream of Mahatma Gandhi, the innovation and entrepreneurship at grassroots level. We must have to promote homegrown technology, homegrown skill, and that is the dream of Bapuji, Mahatma Gandhi. And that is the mission of the Prime Minister of India, Honorable Narendra Modi, who talks about Atmanirbhar Bharat. So please join hand and get back to me for any query on technology, IP, and any kind of support. You are most welcome to talk to me anytime. And I'm grateful that Professor Patnaik and Professor Rahmatkar has invited me. You can note down my mobile number and email ID, and talk to me anytime, and I look forward your healthy deliberation and discussion question hour. Thank you all of you. God bless you all. Jai Hind, Bande Mataram.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr.
Jai
Vijay
Hind, sir.
Kumar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sau, for your wonderful, enlightening speech. And this is what we wanted actually to hear it from you. And we thought it should not end. I think the entire lot will agree with me. Right. Thanks a lot, sir. Coming back to the second aspect of it, I'm pretty sure that the inclusion of Mr. Shekhawat, who is from TriFed, which is Tribal Federation, which now has been converted into Tribes of India. He could not join because of his busy schedule and a meeting assigned with the PMO today. I would like to take few of his slides and then let me see how I can do justice to his slides. Actually, Mr. Shekhawat was supposed to talk on the minimum support price for minor forest produce. Now, based on the clientele which we have, the students, the audience sets which we have, I really want you all to note it down and understand how we can come out with innovative ideas. Make use of NRDC, take help of Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu, take help of your departments, your engineering department, ABS. I think Dr. Dave also joined here, who happens to be the Dean and Director of Amity Business School, and few more. I'm very thankful to Mr. Sahu, who joined from KISS Bhubaneswar. Wonderful, sir. Thanks a lot for joining. So the basic motive of running up these slides are just to come out with your own ideas to understand what is the government doing, what exactly a student of management can do, and how a technocrat can build in and come out with your expertise in the industry 4.0, taking use of artificial intelligence, your machine learning, your deep learning, agent learning, and the use of blockchain technology in the further coming sessions. Now, next slide, I'm talking something on minimum support price. Minimum support price is the minimum price which the government pays for the minor forest produce, which happens to be in this areas which we call it as the tribal produce area, and the Van Dhan Yojana. Next slide. Yeah. So MSP, or the current status is the procurement for MFP is initiated in 17 states. These are a few of the details which has come from the government. This is what Mr. Shekhawat was supposed to speak on. Procurement of minimum forest produce worth rupees 796 crores by states from their own funds. The majority is, if you could see the last slides, the revision of MFP rates has led to rise in the market rates and price offered by the traders. States of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka have reported procurement as higher than the MSP rates. So market rate for Mahua and districts of Uttar Pradesh have been pushed to rupees 45 per kg from the last rates of 20 to 25. There's a rate surge of around 50%, 100% into that. And the innovative things which Dr. Sahu was telling you, how these ideas could flourish. So immediately I'll take down to the Ravikant sir. Can you proceed to the next slide? The pictorial slide. Yeah. So the MFP, or the minor forest produce procurement success in Chhattisgarh, you would see what are these people doing it. They have 866 procurement centers, 139 Vandhan area procurements which are happening at Chhattisgarh, Vandhan Kendras, which are happening in Chhattisgarh areas. The click point for an engineering and the second one is at Bishrampur, which they are trying, Chhattisgarh, which they're doing. They are trying to sell off, tamarind, maua seeds, maua flower, sal seeds, beda, puvard, Harra, Tikur, and all those things. So the takeaway point, the basic point is, how would you like to reorganize things, coming up with a value chain analysis, bringing it, all the MBA students should bring it into something called as the channelization or the market channel view. If you could organize a market channel into it, the government of India would be very happy to take up these type of models from your side. Now, something on Manipur, Vandan Manipur, the mobilization and advocacy workshop for the clusters of at Chandel, Senapati, and Ukrul districts. They have 77 Vandan Kendras, 1,170 SHGs. Ravi sir, backslide. Yeah, 1,170 self-help groups, which gives benefits to 25,300 tribal beneficiaries. Imagine the level of work which is happening there. Next slide. So the training and capacity building for the Vandan Yojana members, toolkits distribution for the members at Urkul, Senapati, and Chura Chandur districts at Manipur. So the government is in full support of all those things. Only thing is, there's an infusion, there should be an inclusion of the student community into it. The government is involving a lot of people into it. Next. Value addition in the processing of amla and gooseberries. Mushroom cultivation, preparation, and processing of dried mushroom. Now, mushroom happens to be a major export in the current country. How do you do it? The Chhattisgarh, I think probably when at coming down to Amity University, you would have seen the Abiotic Stress Management Institute by ICAR. They are trying to develop, trying to grow strawberries here in this arid region, in this region of Chhattisgarh. In case if they try to come it out, then it is a wonderful innovation from them. And Amity University, since we have signed an MOU with them, the biotechnology department signed an MOU with them, and said contributing to their further needs of the technology, we can definitely come up with some ideas where we involve our artificial intelligence chatbots into it and improve their techno aspects of it. We gain furthermore things. So food and safety quality inspections. This is how the few of the things which happened at Manipur. Packaging, branding, and marketing of the minor forest produced goods. Everything we find it. Maharashtra we have different. Chhattisgarh we have different. MP we have different. That's how we come from. Majority of our people. Dr. Vijay Kumar Sahu, Dr. Surendra Ramatkar, me, all of us come from these tribal areas. Why not we do it? And many of our students are a part of it. Let's join hands together to work out with it. Next, sir, Ravikant sir. This is something how you try to brand it across. The road ahead, and the next slide, last to one, tribal goes digital with Vandhan. I'm slightly surging it ahead. Now, we have something how it goes digital. Now, everything is going digital. 22 states, 196 districts. Now, states have 1,207 Vandhan Kendras, 18,105 self-help groups, 3,61,500 tribals, 500 plus minor forest produce based products. Can we sell this out? The big question is, why are we not doing it? We are into an arena of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Minded our students, we contributed 5.6% of the total innovation app to be done. Amity University contributed. Let's join hand together to contribute to this movement also. Ravikant sir, can you press one more side? Right. So the proposal approval workflow is 167 crores disbursed, onboarding of tribal beneficiaries, business plans of Vandhan Kendra unit, GIs, mapping, hearts, warehouses, beneficiaries, digital payments, MSP and MFP, and Vandhan. This is how is the total structure, how it is getting the tribal populace is getting digitalized, getting automated, infusion of AI. From this slide, I stop here and I would request and invite Dr. Surendra Ramatkar to throw light on technological intervention into this tribal populace and to help us out in this movement of coming out with a center of excellence on tribal populace. Dr. Surendra Rehmatkar, please, sir.
Thank you, Professor Patnaik. And first of all, I would like to extend my heartiest thanks to Dr. V.K. Sahu for his deliberation for towards the innovation till its protection through IPR. And also, he has covered the lot many the touching areas which requires for this the rural entrepreneurship and the tribal development. Today, I may have some different kind of the diversion with all these the deliberations which is going on. Because of we belong to the state Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and these two states are majorly covered by the tribal populations. But there are the many of the cases that we are seeing, and we are also observing through the media and the other the sources, that still the most of the tribal communities, they are deprived of many of the civic facilities, which the by birth the right is given to them. Okay, and but the thing is that how we can come out from the such kind of the deprived situation. And for this, the only one thing is required, that is the promotion of the entrepreneurship in the rural areas and the tribal communities. And it is very highly required, and that is the demand of the time also. And we require to think to develop the economically viable units for them, so that they can get the direct benefits. Professor Patnaik, you are talking about that the Vandan Yojana, and by giving the MSP, so that
Yes,
they
sir.
can be provided the proper rate for their product.
Sir.
But is it the MSP is the solution for the welfare and the development of the tribal community or the rural development?
So that is what we have to open the forum for this, sir. Wonderful question raised. I think we should open the forum. Yes.
Yes.
People can.
My opinion is something different, because of the MSP is only just for providing them the financial help, so that they can fulfill their the daily needs and the requirements as far as the financial support is concerned. But if you are talking about that the development and the welfare, so that is required, that we require to think beyond the MSP. That is the need of the time, because of until unless that product from the product is manufactured by them, and the direct benefit should be given until unless the direct benefit would be provided to them. So I don't feel that the tribal or the rural community would be benefited a lot. Here I would like to tell you something, the thrust area which is majorly required for this the tribal community. That is the tribal farming sectors has to be addressed first. Biological product which is being generated through the forest, and the most important area that is required to cover through this the tribal entrepreneurship, that is the non-timber forest product, which includes that the gum plants, oil seeds, medicinal plant, the flowers and the fooding material. Just now we had a discussion about that, the mahua flower, and some fruits like jamun, mango, amla. So all these are the non-timber forest products, and most of the income of the tribal community is dependent on these products only. But the thing is that the end product which is being prepared by using all these the raw materials, so that is required to prepare at the end of the tribal community. Then only the direct benefit could be possible to provide them, and that is the only way to develop the tribal and the rural community in India. As you were talking about that the technological intervention, obviously without technological intervention, the overall development of digital community and the rural community is not at all possible. But there is still certain challenges is required to be addressed. Entrepreneurs. The first thing is that the conveying the business idea, formulation of the business idea, that is a major thing. And for these, the academic institutions and the incubator centers can come together along with the industries, and they can formulate the business idea properly, and that can be or can be converted into the form of the startups or the enterprises. The another the challenges would be maybe faced by the tribal community, that is hiring or getting the workforce, fundraising, the support from the market and the business people. And the most important thing is that is the approval from the concerned authority or the government authorities, because of there are the many of the product for which the government clearance is required, for which that the tribal and the rural community, they are not well aware about that, how to proceed ahead to obtain the NOCs and the licenses for it. The maintenance of the quality, because of they don't have the such the proper mechanism to manage the quality aspect of the product, and the lack of the awareness would be the challenge. Sir, Patnaik, sir.
हो गया खाना पीना.
Ravi sir, can you mute the entire other audiences, sir?
Mute, sir. Ramatkar, sir, you can go ahead.
Okay. So now I'm coming to the point that the technological intervention for improving the livelihood of the tribal communities. So the one way is that we can think about that the smart farming, where this the Internet of Things and the artificial intelligence can be applied, and that could be possible. And here I would like to give you one example. One of my research scholar is working in this area, and where the IoT and the AI will be applied to monitor the entire growth of the plants. So these are the small example, but by applying that the IoT and the AI, and by using the smart farming, that we can come out from that the conventional and the traditional the approaches that we have already adopted or farmers are adopted, and they are suffering a lot due to this. So the technological intervention can give them the boost up for getting a good crops and with the good quality and the quantity as well. Again, there is the application of the machine learning in the agriculture, and the machine learning can be used for that the species recognition, soil management, water resource management, crop management, and the disease detection. So all these are the some of the identified areas where the machine learning in agriculture sector can be applied, and we can provide them the better solutions through using the technological intervention. The another thing is that now we are talking about that the tribal entrepreneurship or the rural entrepreneurship, so that the business promotion would be the another challenge, and for which by using the AI and the data science, through the data science we can analyze and we can also create the demand in the market, and we can identify the areas where the demand is being created. So all these things are required, and by applying that the 4.0 and the emerging technological support, we could provide a better solution, and we can through these the technological solutions that the community can be benefited a lot. And the other options are also available through the social media. Also, we can go ahead with this the promotions and all. And apart from this, there is a huge potential of the research is there in the tribal areas, where we can have a lot of the medicinal plant, herbal products, and the forest jadi buti we called in our local language, and we can associate with the pharmaceutical industries and the research organizations, and there is a the lot of the main kind the activities we can offer and we can propose. But in the nutshell, if we talk about that the welfare and the development of the community, so this is the right time that it's not only the responsibility of the government to come forward. This is the responsibility of all the academic institutions, all the private sectors, industrial sectors, and the government organizations to come together, and they start the work collaboratively, and to provide the help to the tribal and the rural community for their overall development and the welfare. So this was from my end. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Ramatkar. Now we'll take 5-10 minutes in case if anybody would like to put some questions. The session is open for questions. Anybody who would like to ask questions, please, we would invite a lot of questions from the students, young, bright students, to take up innovation, entrepreneurship and all. Anybody from the lot? I think Ravikant sir, you can open the sessions for the students. I haven't received anything from the students now.
Students, you can post the questions in the chat box.
No, I don't think. Ravi sir, I don't think there's anyone.
Right, sir. Sir, there is one question from Sushant.
Yeah, please.
What should be the first step towards an agro-based startup if you have the idea?
Sir, Sahu sir, can you answer if you could?
Yes, but we have to understand what kind of agro-based product, because there are many issues are there as far as the agriculture product or any product is concerned. But since we are talking about agriculture-based product, let me come out with one small agro-based technology. In recent time, we helped to one of the company, or sorry, one of the startup. For the startup, when you are, suppose it is your idea or it is your product you develop, first thing you must have to protect it. Protection is very, very important in the knowledge market. The knowledge market become a competitive now. So see whether same kind of product is already there in the market. If there, then what kind of new thing you are bringing in that form of that product, and protect it, have your right. And if you are violating IP right, or if you are using other product, that company or that industry will kill you first. So before venturing to the market, first do the due diligence, whether market has demand or not, and who are the other competitors. Try to see the white space analysis where you can be part of that. So protect your right, protect your intangible asset in the form of IPRs. Then you go for safety, efficacy, regulatory approvals, standard. That part, that is the two essential thing to venture the product as a tradable product in the market. This thing you must have to think as a startup, and then other ultimately what are the issues and thing. These are the two most important factor a startup must have to look into that before venturing that product to the market.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Sir, this is Dr. Ram Gopal Kashyap. I want to ask one question. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir, actually, sir, in tribal area, more than 30% population belongs to ST/SC, and we want to think for welfare of them. So where we have to start? It's very difficult to think for the welfare of us tribal peoples. So from where we can start, because so many policies are there that is given by government. So
What you are asking, I did
difficult.
not get your question.
Sir,
Can you please?
for the empowerment, sir, how we can think for the empowerment of ST tribal people, sir?
I'll give you. Yes. I'll give you one small example. Okay, how it will be relevant to your case. There was a there is one scientific organization in the Kerala, western part of the Kerala, Central Botanical Research Central Botanical Garden Research Institute, CBRI. So at that time, the scientist was doing a survey in that foothill of that Kerala, and he was traveling with in that foothill with various tribes. Various tribal people. And that tribal people comes from Kani communities. Okay, you might be knowing Kani tribes. So when they were traveling the foothill, the scientists and other 2-4 researchers were feeling uncomfortable, and they were not able to go up. But these tribal were eating some plant. When the scientist asked what you are eating, that the tribal did not share the information. what that scientist told, I mean, the scientist was a director and he is a great scientist of this country. Already he retired. He told that you tell so that we can create some value addition and also benefit sharing, because you are the owner of the owner of the traditional knowledge. So that plant, what these tribes were eating is, it's called Trichopus gelenicus plant, mana arogya pacha. What they did, the scientists, as per the government of Kerala, they have signed a agreement, and the information about traditional knowledge of that plant has been transferred for commercializing, making the product Aragya Pacha to Arya Vaidesala, Coimbatore based company. उसका जो royalty है, royalty का 10% that will goes to the Kani communities. So आप सोचो, वो एक मॉडल, इतना बढ़िया मॉडल है आज की डेट में, हम जो बायोडाइवर्सिटी, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट एंड ऑल्सो ट्राइबल राइट, आज भी उनको जितना मेडिसिन बनता है उसी प्लांट का, वो आप देख लो, आरोग्य पचा गूगल में देख लेना, वो मेडिसिन हम लोग मतलब हर घर में ये होता है, नॉर्मली आप लोग यूज करते हो कि नहीं ये, तो ये जब जितना बेचता है कंपनी, उसका 10% रॉयल्टी जो है उसी कम्युनिटीज को जाता है, वो लीगली बाइंडिंग फैक्टर है, एंड द कंपनी मस्ट हैव टू पे फॉर दैट. So that kind of ecosystem we must have to create, so that all the stakeholders are liable to do as per the agreement and the process. So that's why we talked about enabling environment. We need a enabling environment for making the difference, so that आज की डेट में सबको पता है किसी ना किसी के बारे में. So in that everyone will be sensible to do the justice for that activity. I hope you are getting my point, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
The next question from Basudev Sahu. In what ways can NRDC help in developing a raw idea?
सर आइडिया, रॉ आइडिया जो साहू जी आप जो बोल रहे हो, आइडिया तो हर किसी के पास आता है. आपका भी कुछ है आइडिया है तो बताओ यहाँ पे, हम सो दैट I can give you a mentorship for that idea. Whether that idea is feasible or not, वो भी सोचना पड़ेगा. हम ऐसे भी आइडिया ना करें कि उसका जो कोई सोल्यूशन ही ना हो. सो जो कहते हैं ना, नेसेसिटी इज मदर ऑफ इन्वेंशन. जब हमारे पास कुछ नहीं होता, जब सोचते हैं, एक कंक्लूजन में आते हैं और उसको मिटिगेट करते हैं, तो तब उसी आइडिया, तो आइडिया जो आप रॉ आइडिया क्या है आप बताइए, एंड वी विल टेल यू कि वेदर में भी आपने जो सोच रहे हो सकता है किसी ने उसको आइडिया को मार्केट में पेटेंट करके बेच रहा होगा. तो उसी आइडिया जो आपका आइडिया हो सकता है इनोवेटिव आइडिया. लोग हर आज की डेट में देखिए, लोग जब बाहर नहीं जा रहे हैं, घर में बैठे हैं, तो लोग चाय, पहले दूध की चाय पीते थे, उसके बाद ब्लैक टी आया, ब्लैक टी के बाद ग्रीन टी आया, अभी ग्रीन टी के बाद तुलसी चाय आया. तो एक सोच जो बोलते हैं ना, एक सोच चेंज हुआ, एक विचार चेंज हुआ, एक नोवेल्टी लाए, कैसे हम घर में एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो ऐसा कुछ पिए जिसके लिए बॉडी का भी एक तंदुरुस्त रहे. सो दीज आर द आइडिया which idea has the scientific values, scientific observation, correlation, and also it becomes a process, it becomes a product. Now we are using that kind of tea. There is a question from Pradeep Bhoi. How the new startup will be promoted in the present scenario, like issue of finance, feasibility? It is excellent. प्रदीप जी, मैं आपको यही चीज बोलूंगा कि आपने जो कोई भी स्टार्टअप को प्रमोशन करने के लिए, हमारे हिंदुस्तान में बिजनेस का जो कंसेप्ट है या जो सोच है, पहले ट्रेडिशनल था, अभी सरकारी प्रोसेस जब आया, स्टार्टअप इंडिया आया या हर स्टेट में स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम हुआ, तब एक माइंडसेट चेंज हुआ लोगों का. अभी कोई भी पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को स्टार्टअप करने के लिए कभी नहीं बोलता है, लेकिन स्टूडेंट जब जिद्दी करता है या अपने दम से करता है तब जाके हो पाता है. दैट mindset is still not there towards putting own kids into that startup business. But finance and feasibility is we help in many startup in seed funding with equity, and government of India also helps. And also let me also tell you, some of the organization like Indian Oil ka ek startup funding hai, around 500 crore funding they have. गेल हैज ए अराउंड 300 crore फंडिंग, स्टार्टअप फंडिंग है। कोई भी ऐसा कोई आपका सोच है, आपका कोई आइडिया है जो गेल का रिलेटेड एक्टिविटी में या कोई भी ऐसे साइंटिफिक इसमें यूज होगा, तो वो लोग आपको फंडिंग करेंगे। और उसका हम देखते हैं इंडियन ऑयल का जो स्टार्टअप एक्टिविटी जो फंडिंग है, हम एनआरडीसी देखता है। और जो आप फिजिबिलिटी की बात की है, फिजिबिलिटी वही मैं कह रहा था कि हमको मार्केट सर्वे करना पड़ेगा, बीडीपी करना पड़ेगा, डीपीआर बनाना पड़ेगा, फिजिबिलिटी है कि नहीं, एक फिजिबिलिटी स्टडी करना पड़ेगा। दैट also support, we have many empanel consultant who gives a feasibility report, and we help to many MSME and startup time to time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
There is a
Next question from Dharmendra Pathak. Apart from agriculture, what other startup areas can we think for the tribals?
Excellent. This is the, मैं तो आपको ये धर्मेंद्र जी को ये बोलूंगा कि आपने एक अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा है, क्योंकि आज आप देखो ये कोरोना के चक्कर में हम लोग टाउन में रह के हॉस्पिटल जा नहीं पाते हैं। तो आप सोचो गांव जो ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी है, वो लोग मतलब आप हम लोग सबको पता है कि उनके लिए हेल्थ का एक्सेसिबिलिटी क्या है। हेल्थ तो ट्राइबल में कैसे हेल्थ को हम लाएं और हेल्थ का एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप क्रिएट करें। हम हाई फाई स्टैंडर्ड इंग्लिश और टेक्नोलॉजी बोलेंगे तो कोई फायदा नहीं है, लेकिन वो जो ट्राइबल है कैसे उसी टेक्नोलॉजी को एडेप्ट करें, दैट कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. We have to, because they are very traditional people, and we have to aware them, we have to give them an opportunity of learning, then only we can create the value. So that thing we have to think, and particularly health and education के लिए आप सोच सकते हो what kind of startup you can bring, and particularly health में many technology are there. You can talk to me bilaterally, or you can talk to Dr. Patnaik, who can channelize me, and my mobile number is there. You can individually speak to me also. There is a one question from Sailendra Mishra. Sir, how do I determine my startup and innovation cost and other expense once the idea is interdisciplinary? Excellent question. मिश्रा जी, आप मुझे बात करिए मेरे साथ, आप कल परसों मेरे मोबाइल नंबर पे फोन करिए. आई विल स्पीक टू यू.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
I think there are no more questions.
No, there is one question,
There
sir.
is one more, yeah.
Yeah. My question is, copyright or any IP can be anything irrespective of subject area. देखो, मैं आपको सिंस मेरा टॉपिक कुछ ऐसा था जो थीम के ऊपर मैंने प्रेजेंटेशन दिया, आईपीआर की बात आप कह रहे हैं, एंड ऑल्सो आई विल आस्क प्रोफेसर रहमतकर and Professor Patnaik to organize IP specific session so that I can tell them, but let me also answer his question. आप कौन, आपका नाम तो नहीं है लेकिन पोको फोन लिखा है, तो आपको मेरा ये है कि कोई भी कॉपीराइट मतलब इंडिया में कौन कौन सा चीज का आप कॉपीराइट कर सकते हो। इंडिया में भारत सरकार का कानून के हिसाब से कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम कैन नॉट बी प्रोटेक्टेड एज ए पैटेंट, कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम कैन बी प्रोटेक्टेड एज ए कॉपीराइट. योर लिटरेरी वर्क, योर रिसर्च आर्टिकल, योर पेंटिंग, ऑल दीज आर कॉपीराइट सब्जेक्ट मैटर. और इसके लिए आपको 60 लाइफ प्लस 60 इयर्स राइट मिलेगा. दिस इज योर मोनोपोली राइट. एंड फॉर अदर आईपी एंड पैटेंट है, डिजाइन है, कॉपीराइट है, ट्रेडमार्क है, ये सब अलग अलग का राइट है जो आपका स्टार्टअप के लिए बहुत जरूरी है. क्योंकि आप अपना पहले जब घर से निकलोगे तो अपना घर को तो एक एसेट क्रिएट करो एज ए इंटेंजिबल एसेट. कल और आप डूब गया तो आपका वो आईपी एसेट आपको हेल्प करेगा. टुडे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हैज ए नेशनल आईपीआर पॉलिसी एंड आईपी हैज बीन, सपोज आपके पास पैटेंट है, भारत सरकार का ये भी कानून है कि जैसे एग्रो बेस्ड पैटेंट में आपको लोन भी मिल सकता है. So that opportunity are there, and in already government of India has strengthened the policy of intellectual property, and also एक originality आपका रहेगा to promote your product in the market. Another अभिषेक जी का और एक क्वेश्चन है, how we can connect with technology in agriculture field and rural area, and how we can communicate with the rural people as a computer science engineer. Abhishek ji, आप you can speak to me, and we will give you list of technology which can be useful for rural area, and that are which are agriculture technology, and I can share, you can send a email also. I will send you the list of agricultural new technology, latest technology, how it can be useful. Suppose एक technology मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, जो सपोज बारिश नहीं हुआ 2 महीने तक, आपने पौधा लगा लिया, बारिश नहीं हुआ तो अब पौधा मरने का टाइम आ गया, तो हमने एक टेक्नोलॉजी हमारे पास है जिसको बोलते हैं हाइड्रोजेल है। द ब्यूटी ऑफ दिस टेक्नोलॉजी इज दैट हम जब पौधों के ऊपर डाल देंगे तो वो पौधे का जो हमारा रूट सिस्टम है वो पानी 3 महीने तक जमा के रखेगा। तो अगर बारिश भी नहीं हुआ तो 3 महीने तक प्लांट सस्टेनेबल कर सकता है। सो दैट काइंड ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी आर आल्सो वी आर हैविंग, सो दैट यू कैन टॉक टू मी or send a email. I'll send you the list of agricultural technology for entrepreneurship, so that आप कोई भी, आपको इतना भी और एक चीज आप लोगों को बताऊं कि आप लोग खुद अपना टेक्नोलॉजी मत सोचो। हमारे देश में करीब 39 नेशनल लेबोरेटरी है, जिस लैब्स का काम है हर सेक्टर का टेक्नोलॉजी का नया रिसर्च इनोवेशन करना, उनका टेक्नोलॉजी लो और उनका टेक्नोलॉजी आप लोगे ना, आपको उन्होंने ब्रांड करेंगे और आपको एक भारत सरकार का कोई भी रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आपके साथ होगा तो आपको एक कॉन्फिडेंट मिलेगी, नया दिशा मिलेगा, नया अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा और आपको कनेक्टिविटी एंड कोलैबोरेशन मिलेगा। ये चीज आपको, ये हमारा लेकिंग है जो लोगों को पता नहीं है, लेकिन वो हम लोग कुछ कर नहीं पाते हैं। तो बट यू कैन talk to me, and you can get my email ID from Professor Patnaik. My email ID is bksahu, B for Bombay, ksahu@nrdc.in. You can note down. I am sending a message also. And yeah, any more question, please?
Sir.
Yes.
Very good evening, sir. This is Suniti. I have asked a question regarding.
Professor Dabe.
Hello, Suniti.
Suniti.
Okay, Suniti.
Sir.
Okay. Yeah.
So my question is that I'm from CSE background, but I want, can I do any copyright of anything which is irrespective of my computer science background?
Yes. Who is stopping you? Nobody. You let me tell you, intellectual property right is your fundamental right, and also it is a right under the Human Declaration of Human Right 1948. आपका पूरा right बनता है आपको protect करने का। और ये राइट आपका लीगल राइट होता है। अगर किसी ने आपका ये लीगल राइट पे इशू बनाता है या आपको इन्फ्रिंजमेंट करता है तो आई थिंक whether you know or not, many few vice chancellor of prominent university of the nation were went to jail because of IP, because IP violation means legal violation है, there is both criminal and civilian jurisprudence, so इसका काफी नुकसान होता है। आप मतलब इवन आपको पता होगा कुछ हमारा जो सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी का वाइस चांसलर एक रेस्पेक्टेड प्रोफेसर थे, उनको सस्पेंड कर दिया गया था बिकॉज ऑफ आईपी वायलेशन।
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir. I think there are no more questions.
Ravi,
yes.
Dr. Sahu,
yes. Yes, sir.
It was a very good proposal that you just now proposed us, that we should have a separate session on IPR.
Yeah.
And the most of queries which is raised and discussed with you, so most of them, they are the research scholars of the campus. Yes. So I think this would be a great help here to the campus to have the separate session on IPR.
Yes. I love to do,
and
also
I would Sir Patnaik to please take the further initiative so that at the earliest we may have that session.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Coming October, I'll take Dr. Sahu's appointment and then we'll push it further, sir. Really helpful, sir.
And also once this you can request a letter for organizing one conclave also, because as I think 4 years back I committed to Professor Sumit Dabe. She's still there. I think she used to talk to me. I mean, in WhatsApp we used to talk to her.
No, sir. So, we'll do it, sir. We'll do it because it has to come through the incubator. We'll do it, sir.
Yeah. I mean, you take it, but I have committed them, but I could not met, and it was in at that time Professor Selvamurthy requested me to visit when we traveled together to Chhattisgarh at that time from Delhi.
Sir. Yes, sir.
We'll organize.
Sir.
Okay.
Right, sir. Thank you. Ravikant?
Right. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of Amity Innovation Incubator Raipur, I would take the opportunity to give the vote of thanks to Honorable Founder President, Honorable C6 Sir, Honorable Chancellor Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Chhattisgarh for their continuous support and their blessings. I would also like to thank Mr. Ojasvi Babbar, Mr. Yamini Bhushan Pandey, and the complete team of Amity Innovation Incubator and the IT team at Amity University for their support and for the technical support majorly. And we are very grateful to Dr. B.K. Sahu for his valuable innovative guidelines, Professor Rehmatkar, and all the HOIs who had joined with us today for the webinar, all the students who have participated. Thank you very much. We would like to have all of you with